One of the scariest men in the UK was found dead at his home in Liverpool. Akinwale Arobieke, also known as Purple Aki, was found dead at his home in Liverpool. On the 26th of August, 2025, the 64-year-old bodybuilder was found unresponsive by family members at his flat in Toxteth, Liverpool. Emergency services were called at around 8:30 p.m, and Akin was pronounced dead at the scene. His death is not believed to be suspicious, and it was confirmed by the coroner for Liverpool and Wirral. Akin had a fearsome reputation under the name Purple Aki, but a lot of people don't know his story. Aki was born in Manchester, but grew up in Liverpool. In his early years, the Liverpool Mafia, the likes of Tommy Gilday, George Bromley Sr., and Curtis Warren, would use Aki as an enforcer to intimidate rivals and witnesses to crimes. Throughout the 1980s, Aki approached young rugby players and would ask for their permission to touch their muscles. He also tried to get them to pose for him and offered exercise advice. In the northwest of England in the 1990s, Purple Aki became an urban legend, with teenagers sharing stories of a huge black man who had asked to feel their muscles. Aki was often seen travelling between northern train stations with his signature plastic bag, becoming the butt of a joke across Liverpool and Manchester. In 1986, Gary Kelly and his friends were at New Brighton's outdoor swimming pool. When Aki was spotted, he began following the teenagers. Gary ran to New Brighton train station and tried hiding in a stationary train before he jumped to the railway tracks as Aki watched from the platform. It's not clear exactly what happened, but Gary touched the third rail and was electrocuted. Despite efforts to revive him, Gary was pronounced dead, and Aki was found guilty of involuntary manslaughter and sentenced to 30 months in prison. In 1988, Aki appealed against his conviction, arguing that standing on the platform does not constitute a criminal offence, with judges agreeing that the evidence didn't prove Aki had physically threatened Kelly. The convictions were overturned, Aki was freed, and he went on to claim that the prosecution's case was racially charged. He was awarded £35,000 in compensation. In 2006, Aki was prevented from waiting near schools and gyms and was banned from entering Warrington, Widnes, and St Helens, all of which have a strong rugby heritage. He was also banned from touching, feeling, and measuring muscles, and also from asking strangers to perform squats for him in the same year. In 2016, the 10-year ban on touching men's biceps was lifted after he appealed against it and represented himself in court. In 2022, he was handed a substantial payout from the police after he sued the Chief Constable of Greater Manchester Police for malicious prosecution and misfeasance in public office. He claimed 2 GMP police officers carried out a campaign against him to get him into trouble. He received a substantial payout just weeks before the trial was due to take place at Manchester County Court. In his civil claim against GMP, Aki alleged that from 2012 he was targeted by 2 particular officers who were not publicly named. It is said that Akinwale Arobieke was awarded up to £250,000 in compensation over the years from the justice system. Follow the page and leave a comment on any other criminal cases you'd like to see on the channel.